Tom Brannon here. Today, I'm headed to Morocco.
Morocco.
More specifically, Marrakech.
Marrakech sounds like a drink.
It sure does.
Okay, enough with the movie references. Let's get on the plane. Okay, so I know you're wondering why Marrakech. Well, that's the location NICE chose to host its annual Analyst Summit. So I'm headed there to meet with the NICE executives to hear from them on where they are today and where they're headed in the future. The sights, flavors, smells, and sounds of Marrakech really can't be described. They have to be experienced. And one must come with an open mind, which makes it an ideal place to learn and explore not just the culture of Northwest Africa, but the customer experience space, which is why I'm actually here. And as usual, NICE did a phenomenal job hosting the event, with tons of great content and ample time to spend with their executive team. And as they love to do, yes, a few surprises were thrown in as well. There was a lot to take away from the event, but these are my 3 key takeaways. You know, I attend a lot of analyst briefings, and a lot of times the customer kind of gets left out of the conversation. I'm talking about the end user customer that's engaging with these companies. And I was very excited to see the customer, the voice of the customer, being represented in a lot of the conversation around things like AI and automation and proactive communications, which we're going to talk about in just a second. And NICE seems to be addressing this in a very interesting way by using AI throughout the customer journey, not just to give them bots that can maybe offload agent activity, but to help orchestrate their journey in a way that's just for them, that's personalized and is efficient. And I think this is something very exciting, and I hope this trend kind of spreads throughout the industry. You know, in a perfect world, customers don't ever have to call in or chat or research the answer to a problem. In a perfect world, companies are reaching out to them. They're being proactive. They're noticing that there is a problem, and they're reaching out to ensure the customer that they're aware of it and that they're taking care of it. This is what Dr. Mark Smith talked about in his presentation on proactive communications, and the way that NICE is integrating proactive communications into their suite is very exciting. It's one thing to orchestrate this journey of a customer reaching out to a company. It's even better for the company to reach out proactively to that customer. I am super excited about this kind of new development that they've been working on the last year through their acquisition, and I'm very excited to see where this goes. If you ask any analyst, you know, what's the best thing about this event? I think most would say the accessibility to the executives. It's so generous for the executive team to take time to be with us, but it's so important. It's one thing just to hear from them, and it's another thing to be able to sit down with them afterwards and kind of go into more detail and kind of get a clearer explanation and kind of understand some of the logic behind the vision that's being presented. So, you know, that's tremendous. The other kind of interesting thing is just the consistency that NICE has had. You know, the message we heard last year is very much in line with the message we heard this year. And you can see where this vision is not just kind of a marketing thing, but it's actually the vision for the company. And the fact that it's the same team in place year after year after year for the last several years just gives it that sense of consistency. And you can see how that's driving their success as one of the top leaders in their space. Thanks so much for joining me from beautiful Marrakech. It's been an amazing trip, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Convergence.